Okay, I'm gonna tweet out that I'm like Twitch is back and that we are live again for the Normans. This is what fucking happens when Twitch goes down. The problem is when Twitch fucking goes down for me, because most of my audience are Normans and shit that don't understand how Twitch works, they all leave. If Twitch goes down for other people, they know. They're like Twitch users organically, so they're like, all right. I'm going to say, I'm sorry I broke Twitch, but we are now back watching Trump supporters justify what happened yesterday. Overdosing on MAGA opium. www.twitch.tv/Hasanabi. There it is. Here, you can blast this out if you have a Twitter. Your friends and family, and let them know far and wide that we are, as a matter of fact, back, baby. Are you serious? Okay. This woman was walking home. She lives on Hill Street, 2 blocks away from LA City Hall, where the Stop the Steal rally was taking place. Yeah, I saw those photos. Hold on. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay. Let's do it. I've had that stupid fucking Roger Stone stuck in my head for nearly 24 hours. Yikes, that's so bad. That's worse than half the songs, the meme songs that you listen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and NBs, it's time to watch our friend of the show, Donnie O'Sullivan, brave the environment and go out there and talk in the midst of coronavirus to the hogs at the Trump rally. These are the Trump supporters that say they're proud of chaos at the Capitol. Donnie O'Sullivan is braver than the fucking troops. Why do I say this? Well, not only is he brave in the fucking elements, he's also doing it under the banner of CNN. Imagine roaming around these crowds, proudly and loudly showing that you're a part of fake news media, unafraid of letting everyone know that you are a part of Clinton News Network. My man, once again, has done it. He's done it. Let's take a look at what these Trump supporters are saying as they're proud of the chaos at the Capitol.
Are you proud of what happened here today?
Absolutely. I think we should have gone on in and yanked our senators out by the hair of the head and drug them out and said, no more.
Let's go. Hey, let's go. Let's go.
He should be like, no more what, lady? What the fuck are you saying? No more what? Because there's no way, dude. There is no way that they have an, like, no more what? What exactly do you want to do when you drag them out by their hair? Because, like, I'm kind of with you half of the way, but I just want to know where you want to go with this. Like, how does this work? No more what? You want to, no more democracy? Like, are you saying you want to change the outcome of a democratic election? Like, what are you saying? What would you like to do? It really just feels like unfiltered anger that you're just letting out. You're like a child. Okay? I feel like one reason why this doesn't like completely fit the bill of like domestic terrorism, I guess, even though it is because they don't even have like an organized political goal. Like, they're just literally there to do chaos because they didn't think it through. They're too stupid to have a political motivation behind their act of terror. Do you understand? Like, at least terrorists, like, there's prep, okay? There's planning. There's execution. There's a goal. There's a list of demands. These motherfuckers are just like, I don't know, just to make Trump be president again. Bring my children back. They left me. I don't know. I'm just fucking mad, dude. Wasn't it literally to stop the electoral vote confirmation? But like, how? And also, why? You stop the electoral vote confirmation, and then what happens? You understand what I'm saying? Like, Trump said, you know, show of force, demanded our Republicans inside the halls, like, you know, continue to stop the electoral vote confirmation. Okay, but the votes have been cast. It's too late, motherfucker. What do you think? Like, that's why I was laughing yesterday when people were like, oh my God, you know, a brave congressional staffer, an aide. Wait, Gators Daily follows me now and said, hi, chat. Oh my God. Y'all remember Gators Daily? That's so awesome. That's great, dude. Sorry, I had to stop for a second, but Gators Daily is an account that we found one time because there was like a big fat gator. An account dedicated entirely to just showing Gators Daily. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm forgetting what I was talking about before I saw the Gators Daily thing. Oh, yesterday, I was laughing at the people who were like, oh, thank God, a brave congressional aide or a congressional staffer, like, in a moment of quick thinking, secured the oh, here it is. Yeah. Thank God the Electoral College certificates were, you know, marched back into the Senate chamber. Like, thank God they fucking secured it. It's like, what, you think that, like, if they stole the certificates, like, there's no fucking digitized copies? Like, what do you know what I mean? Like, what do you think was going to happen? Like, they're like, oh God, thank God a congressional staffer caught it and you know, secured them. So the process continued. I was like, okay, sick. If it hadn't, then what? What would have happened? They didn't think it through, is what I'm trying to say.
Entire DC National Guard, thousands of troops here in the nation's capital. The entire National Guard has been activated by the U.S. Department of Defense following this mob that has attacked the U.S. Capitol.
Are you proud of what happened here today?
I'm absolutely stand behind 100% what happened here today. 1,000%.
Like, that guy is like a landscaper, okay? I mean, or owns like a landscaping business or a contractor. Like, this isn't some fucking dude who is like, this isn't some fucking guy who is like a part of the 3%ers. He's like an oath keeper or some shit. Like, or even oath keepers and shit. They also are literally fucking like normal human beings that exist among us, okay? Which the reason why I specify this, okay? The reason why I specify this is because, like, that makes this way more dangerous, okay? Like, that makes it super dangerous that, like, normal random people that totally exist around us on a daily basis can have such psychotic points of view and literally act on those violent urges. That is what mass radicalization has done. Okay? That's what's deeply terrifying about the situation. So when people try to say these are violent extremists and like, you know, they do not represent the Republican Party, like, no the fuck not. They do represent the Republican Party. They are literally Republicans, okay? A lot of them are lifelong Republicans, and a lot of them voted for the fucking people like Matt Gaetz, who are still agitating and making it seem like Donald Trump's insane ramblings of a madman, a narcissistic man baby, are normal, and that like the election was stolen. Like, they're fucking nuts. Okay? This isn't like a fraction that is completely psychopathic. 33% of the country, or rather 33% of voters, okay, are these dudes. They're just nuts. They're fucking crazy, okay? They are fucking nuts. Not all 73 million people that voted for Donald Trump are this crazy. Some of them aren't literally fucking KKK racist. Some of them are just regular old white person who's out of touch, living in a segregated community racist. Some of them are straight up KKK racist. Some of them are Nazi racist. And at the very best, they clearly do not care about the racism enough that they were like, I can't vote for this guy. Okay? But like, a big chunk of these dudes are straight the fuck up insane, dude. Like, insane. Okay? Insane enough that they would go out to DC, fly out to DC, take time off from their work, you know, take time off from their fucking small business they own. As a legal expert, I believe they're right about the ballots being stolen according to National Treasury rules of the finders keepers. Yeah, exactly.
I think it's terrible how this election was stolen. And I had to come here and do my patriotic duty.
You guys just left the Capitol grounds?
Yep.
Are you proud of the scenes that played out here today?
I'm not proud of it. I'm humbled by it, and that I'm excited that for 1776, that we the people movement is moving forward.
Trump...
It's sad. It's sad that it has to happen.
Are you proud of what happened here today?
I'm proud that the Patriots came out today to show their support for our president, because Donald Trump is our president.
Well, I mean, but what does this achieve, this violence?
Are we violent?
There's no violence.
Nobody's
This was
been
a peaceful
violent.
protest.
There's people been hurt.
There's not by anybody
no.
here.
You're wrong.
There's been no violence.
I didn't say him. It's like, part of the reason why there wasn't more violence is literally because cops just did not treat these people like they would, as they would regular black folk. Like, that's just the reality. Or people who are advocating for Black Lives Matter, or people who are activists that are there to agitate against police brutality. Like, that's part of the reason why it wasn't as violent. Okay? But this is a perfect summarization of like how Republicans operate. Well, I didn't see it. And even if I did see it, I don't believe my goddamn lying eyes. You know what I mean? Even if I did see it, it was a patriot that did it, so it's all right.
There's people been hurt.
There's not by anybody
no.
here.
You're wrong.
There's been no violence.
Like, there was no violence. Literally 4 people died, okay? 3 of them because they were in hog-like critical condition, but one of them literally died in the hands of a Secret Service person. So, no, they definitely did fucking... There was definitely violence. Like, this is, you know? Wrong! Anyway, a woman died after she was shot in the chest on Capitol grounds, according to the DC police. I don't want to show it. Maybe they might show it. They're not showing it, but still.
Is this really a way that a president should be behaving after he loses?
Absolutely, yes.
Yes, it's time that they clear out the swamp. We're
See it, the
paying
Macy's.
for to have them cheat and steal from us constantly.
That's right.
We're over.
That's right.
No
And
more.
we're peaceful. And yeah, we're peaceful.
We're not
no, we will not be.
Yes, hog-like condition is a condition in the field of medicine, okay? It comes along with racist thoughts that you can't control, bouts of violence that you can't control, especially against minorities and marginalized people. It is a real medical condition. It's technically still, it could even be considered a disability, okay? A real ADA or fucking not ADA. God damn it! What is the fucking the medicine DSM-5 medical condition? Okay, being a hog is a pre-existing condition. They showed the video on AC360 last night. How can I see it if all I see is patriots? It's terminal. 4 people died of it yesterday. Yeah, literally, they did. 3 of them literally just died of being terminally hog-like. One of them tased himself to death. The other 2, I speculate, I assume, probably as a consequence of like fucking heart failure or some shit too. But heart failure is a condition of being terminally hog-like. Hog champ emote.
Silence, though.
Is this an appropriate way to be behaving after losing?
One fell off the scaffolding. Oh my fucking lord, dude. Dude. Imagine fucking dying because you wanted to scale the fucking or climb a fucking scaffolding to get into like Nancy Pelosi's office, dude. I'm sorry. I do have sympathy. Like, I do feel bad that cops fucking killed someone. That's disgusting, and that shouldn't have happened. But if you're literally climbing fucking scaffolding to like break into the halls of Congress for Donald Trump, like, that's the saddest way to go out, brother. That's literally Herman Cain style shit. You know what I mean? Like, for those of you who don't know, Herman Cain died this year. You might not have known because you follow his Twitter account for some weird reason. And his Twitter account is still literally fucking spreading COVID conspiracies, even though, or not this year, sorry, last year, even though he literally died of COVID from the Tulsa rally he attended without a fucking mask. And like, not a single Republican talked about it, which is so sad. He ran for president, okay? And some will say he died doing what he loves, which is being a token black person that Trump can use to say he's not racist, and also, you know, further lying about whatever the fuck Trump was lying about. So technically, he did die doing what he loves. Okay. Can we count these 4 as COVID-19 deaths? Yeah. I know. We're going to watch the White House press briefing in a little bit.
Election.
I absolutely. We have to, as American patriots, we have to do what we can to take back this country.
4 people are dead. This is the result of the mob storming the Capitol. The mob sent there by the President of the United States. CNN's Ellie Reeve was in the thick of it all. She joins us live from Washington. And Ellie, you really captured this crowd of insurrectionists surrounding the Capitol. You can even see someone scaling the scaffolding. What was it like on the ground?
It really was a mob, in that there was a frenzy and that people's emotions were contagious. They were really, really happy to be with each other. And
bro, why? Dude, I'm sorry, but last night we watched her talk to Chris Cuomo over here, And I cannot comprehend why she like is talking about them in the way that she is. Like, she literally fucking makes it seem like she was excited to be there. It's so weird.
And it encouraged them to do things that I don't know that they would do in normal life. There were older people climbing over stairs, climbing up walls, even though if they'd used their brains for a moment, they could have walked around and gone up the stairs.
You also, as you do.
Well, I mean, yeah, they did crank it up to the next level. That clearly some of them pushed their body to a point that their bodies failed.
Talked to them. What did they say?
Yes. So almost every single person I talked to firmly believed that the election was stolen. It's not a joke. It's not cynical. They really, really believe it. Some of them believed that Trump would be sworn in as in the next administration, and also thought there would be tribunals of
QAnon. Like, literally, that's what they think. QAnon, for those of you who don't know, unironically believes that like a day of reckoning is going to come where, you know, Donald Trump is going to literally execute every Democrat and some of the Republicans that went against him for participating in a deep state pedophile conspiracy in a military tribunal. That's what QAnon supporters literally believe. Like that lady who died yesterday after getting shot by a Secret Service, a QAnon supporter probably believes that.
Democratic leaders. One man I talked to had pushed through the barricades and described the police macing them and him fighting back. And I was like, what's the point? And he said, what's the point? Like, this is our only choice. This is the only option we have. The Supreme Court doesn't have our backs. This is 1776.
What was the mix of people that you saw there?
So this was a more older crowd than you usually see in a protest. There were young, like 20-year-olds there, but a lot of people in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, a lot of people who spend a lot of time on Facebook. It was a little bit more diverse than you might expect, in part because there were a lot of QAnon supporters there, and QAnon is actually a pretty diverse conspiracy theory.
And is that how they were radicalized, Facebook? Or are these, you know, Fox watchers? Or are these Newsmax watchers? How did they become so crazy?
Social media, YouTube. There are other websites that'll host
TruthTellerEagleFuck.net.
videos that YouTube takes down. One particularly common one is called Follow the Cabal, which is a really pretty insane conspiracy theory that touches on the oldest anti-Semitic tropes. But this really radicalized a lot of people to QAnon this year.
They stormed the Capitol. Was there an intent to target members of Congress directly, or was there something they planned to do if they reached members of Congress?
That I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of people were just going with the crowd. I spoke to several groups who were, as they were preparing to come here, a lot of them talked about violence in terms of protecting themselves from Antifa, which largely did not show up. But they talked about having, you know, using clips instead of brass knuckles, that kind of thing. I did talk to one person who had alluded to thousands of people storming the Capitol. He said maybe you could disarm 1,000 people, but not 200,000. But I don't know of any overarching plan to attack members of Congress.
I mean, they literally had, I mean, they were definitely saying, like, we're going to kidnap Pelosi, and they also brought zip ties and shit. That doesn't, not every single person is going to do that.